Hi, this is Vincent. Welcome back to my channel. Let's do a blind test. There are 3 clips of video. Guess which one is from the cheaper phone OnePlus 12. Did you make the right guess? In terms of stabilization, I think Samsung S24 Ultra is doing best among the 3. This scenario is to test the color precision. Judging by the color of the flowers and leaves, can you figure out any difference? Personal opinion, they look quite identical. Keep in mind that OnePlus 12 is just half the price of iPhone 15 Pro Max or Samsung S24 Ultra in the China market. I should discuss to see how the phones handle the texture, especially the firm. I think all of them doing pretty good. There is color science difference between the phones. In most cases under strong sunlight, they are pretty alike, but for this scenario, OnePlus 12 is much warmer. Do you have any preference on this? In the comment section, we'll do a comparison in the detail level. All 3 phones are in 4K 60 frames per second. Now enlarge the central part for 3 times. Can you see any difference? For me, I would like to say iPhone 15 Pro Max gives us a few more detail, and OnePlus 12 is a bit blur, but the difference is so tiny and not that noticeable. Selfie video now. iPhone 15 Pro Max and Samsung S24 Ultra are in 4K 60 frames per second, while OnePlus 12 is in 4K 30 frames per second, in which frame you can see my face more clearly. Switching to ultrawide camera, seems iPhone 15 Pro Max is doing poor on handling the fridging, so the sky looks purple, and the stabilization performance of OnePlus 12 is behind iPhone 15 Pro Max and Samsung S23 Ultra in ultrawide camera. Do you have any opinion on this? This is a matrix to summarize the camera hardware specifications. I've highlighted the best sensor in red, judging by their size or resolution. Thus, the context result reflects the hardware specification advantage. Sparks mode, the resolution are a bit different. OnePlus 12 lost this part with no doubt, with more shaking or turbulence. Cinematic mode is so popular nowadays, so I will surely test this part for you. The portrait video mode for Samsung supports 4K 30 frames per second, but it's a bit strange that it keeps focusing on coffee cup rather than my face. The portrait video of OnePlus 12 supports 1080p 30 frames per second only, so the resolution is far behind Samsung S24 Ultra or iPhone 15 Pro Max. What's more, the cutting of the edge is not doing good, so you can see the bling bling in my hair. The last one is iPhone 15 Pro Max in 4K 30 frames per second. The problem is that there's hardly any background blurring. So, since there are problems for all the phones on cinematic video taking, which one will be your choice? Another difference I want to point out is the focusing. On iPhone 15 Pro Max and Samsung S24 Ultra, we can do manual focusing by pointing the screen, but we cannot do it on OnePlus 12. Pay attention to this if you have a high requirement on cinematic mode. Before stepping into zoom cam comparison, I would like to mention about the camera switch. During 4K 60 video shooting, iPhone 15 Pro Max and Samsung S24 Ultra can switch among all the cameras. iPhone 15 Pro Max supports camera switching between ultrawide to 15x zooming. Samsung S24 Ultra supports ultrawide to 20x zooming. But for OnePlus 12, you can only do all camera switching in 4K 30. In 4K 60, OnePlus does not allow main cam and zooming cam switching during video recording, so you will have to start from 3x to take zooming video for 4K 60. The max zooming is 18x. Now let's compare the zooming cam starting from 3x. iPhone 15 Pro Max is cropping from the main cam, while Samsung S24 Ultra and OnePlus 12 are using their optical 3x zooming cam. The overall appearance of the three phones are pretty alike. OnePlus 12 is a bit brighter and Samsung S24 Ultra is a bit darker, and iPhone 15 Pro Max is more balanced. Jump into 5x to test the zooming cam further. iPhone 15 Pro Max and Samsung S24 Ultra are using their optical 5x zooming cam, but OnePlus 12 is digital zooming film is 3x zooming cam. Which phone you think is doing better? Based on observation, I think OnePlus 12 and Samsung S24 Ultra are at the same level, while iPhone 15 Pro Max is a bit blurred. Surprisingly, OnePlus 12 made a double kill for tele video taking at daytime. Really a flagship killer. It's nighttime selfie video now, in which phone you can see my face most clearly. Nighttime video now, the tasks are more challenging as the phones need to handle different sources of illumination. Have a walk at night to test the stabilization at low light, are their performance acceptable? At a glance, the white balance at iPhone 15 Pro Max are much more yellowish, which is different from what I saw. There are jitter for all phones, and seems iPhone 15 Pro Max is the most obvious. What's your opinion regarding this session? Change to another place to test the color precision and sharpness. It looks iPhone 15 Pro Max applied the yellow filter again, so make everything looks yellow, even the sky or leaves. Surprisingly, OnePlus 12 gave us the best sharpness among the three phones. You can pause this video at any time to check this out. Look at the edge of the flowers, they are more clear on OnePlus 12, but blur on either iPhone or Samsung. What's more, we can also find iPhone 15 Pro Max is with the most obvious light flare, while Samsung S24 Ultra is doing best on anti-glare. All in all, which phone lost this main camera nighttime video session? If I say iPhone 15 Pro Max, does it make sense? Turn to Ultrawide camera for this clip of video. It's a tough scene with complex lighting. Since Samsung S24 Ultra lost this part, as you can see the bridge is overexposed. iPhone 15 Pro Max tend to light up the whole environment with yellow light. And OnePlus 12 tend to keep the bright and dark contrast. Which is your preference? Switching to 3x video now, iPhone is digital cropping from main camera, so it's the maddest. And the sharpness is good for optical zoom in either OnePlus 12 or Samsung S24 Ultra. I think S24 Ultra is doing slightly better with a much bigger viewing area. Zoom in to 5x, now both iPhone 15 Pro Max and Samsung S24 Ultra are using 5x optical zoom, but OnePlus 12 is digital zooming from 3x optical cam. It's hard to believe, but the result is crystal clear. Judging from the face of the basketball players, which phone wins this 5x nighttime video? Is it OnePlus 12? All the words I said are fact-based. Appreciate that you can correct me if anything wrong. I just want to figure out the difference to assist the decision making. I am not the sales of any phone company and I have no loyalty to any brand. I got no sponsor as I have very few subscribers. Last session is 15x, which will be very helpful for concert or live. It's more about post-production, for example removing noise and sharpening. I would like to say Samsung S24 Ultra is still the king for long distance streaming at night, and OnePlus 12 is with tremendous noise points, and iPhone 15 Pro Max is just too blur. It's coming to the end of this video. Hope I have brought something useful to you. If you like this video, I appreciate that you can subscribe my channel to encourage. Thank you and see you in the next video.